Good morning. You're watching one of my contouring videos. You may ask yourself, one of? Does this mean you've done several? No, I've not done any, but I've watched a lot of them and I'm pretty hacked off about it. So I'm sick to death of seeing contouring videos on beautiful 21-year-old girls who do not need to contour, who then talk to beautiful 40-year-olds like we're idiots. I want to show you how much I've learned from those contouring videos. This is exactly how much I have learned from watching those videos. But I've taken a little bit from this one and a little bit from this one and this tutorial and that girl, and I've put them all together, and I think I've come up with a great video on how a middle-aged woman can do her makeup. So let's get started, shall we? We're going to start today with what the professionals, the fancy people, that's what I like to call them, call primer. Primer, or what's another pretty word for it? Skin equalizer, makeup prepper. Let me tell you something. Those are fancy words. I think if you went to Home Depot, they call it spackle. Okay? Primer is a fancy word for, holy crap, look at all that damage on your face. Let's do what we can to cover that mug up. That's what primer is, okay? Imagine a horde of rebellious teens go into a nice hotel and they drain the minibar and then they throw chairs against the wall. Well, that's our skin, and now we have to do something about it. So like the maintenance crew would come in and they would prime the walls to repaint them. That's what we're doing here, ladies. Priming the walls because hordes of rebellious teens have gotten a hold of us and really beat us to a pulp. Next, after the primer, we go to our foundation. I'm not going to show you what foundation I use because I don't want the stores to sell out of it, okay? But we squirt a whole bunch of it onto this sponge, okay? Now, I will tell you that my foundation is supposed to be HD foundation, meaning much like your TV, when you look at things, they look nice, but when you do HD, it's like a boom. That's what this foundation is supposed to be. So I paid a lot of money for it to be HD. Also, I bought this sponge, this pink sponge. When I was growing up, we didn't have fancy things like this to put makeup on with. We used our good old fingers. But a young girl at my church who's really pretty, and she seems to be happy about a lot of stuff. And, well, if I can be perfectly honest, she just has a lot of hope in her eyes. So, what an idiot, right? So, she told me to buy this, and I did. And I really feel like it's making a huge difference. Because if you will look at my face, boom, right now. Boom. Look at this. Now, according to my mom and dad, I was an early morning baby. I was a 6 a.m. baby. But according to this primer and this HD makeup, looks like I was born about 6:45. So do you see how already it's taking literally minutes off of my face? You talk about de-aging. I'm de-aging right in front of y'all. Minutes. Okay? So, boom. I'm a 6:45 baby, if anything. Okay, so now I've done what that young, happy thing said, and I've used this, and it's made all the difference. Now we're going to use a girl's best friend. This is concealer. I used to put it on before my makeup, but then my friend told me to put it on after, and she eats gluten-free, so I'm assuming she's right about everything. So I put it a little bit on under my eyes. Used to have to use a lot less, I'm not going to lie. I used to use a lot less concealer. And then I had kids, and we remodeled a house and bought a lawnmower. And now it seems like life is just having me use a lot more concealer than I used to. But anyway, so my girlfriend that eats gluten-free, she doesn't eat a lot of stuff in her, I don't know what really was going on there, but she seems to eat healthy, and I don't think she likes corn syrup. So those are the things that I've gotten from her. That, and put concealer on after your foundation. I don't know, it seems to be working for her. You know, she seems happy, and I think once she ran a marathon. So that's all I need to know. I'm not going to do any of those things, but I'll do the concealer part. All right, now, this is where it gets hard. This is the contouring. Now, a lot of the videos, this is what they tell you to do, so just hang on, bear with me. You have to measure here and here. You have to measure here and here and here, followed by here, 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 here. There's a lot of here. There's some here. Did you get all that? Okay, it goes like this. It's a system that you can do to yourself. That was probably intimidating to you. I actually do it pretty fast. So I just take these things right here and I go like this, and pretty much I'm done. So that went fast. I know that is intimidating to a lot of you. That went pretty fast. So hey, I know. Now, I want you to look at me right now. I want you to look at me. Do I not look like I was born at like 725? I'm pushing, what I'm doing is I'm pushing back the hands of time. I'm pushing them back, y'all. I'm pushing them back. I'm not trying to get holier than thou, but I am contouring the crap out of my face right now. Okay? A little bit. I saw my grandma do this once. She just did like that and she was done. So, I know. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a cream blush. I know. A lot of you are freaking out right now. A cream blush, cream blush, cream blush, cream blush. Listen to me. The Today Show said that aging women should wear a cream blush. So I did. I went and got it. And Sonia Kashuk makes it. And I think that's a real person. So I put a little bit on the bottom of this pink egg. And then I go like this. Now, a lot of times I've worn too much blush and looked like I was trying to pick up a sailor who was in for a short vacation. So we want to be careful with that, okay? Want to be careful that it doesn't look like we go to work at midnight, if you know what I'm saying. Put that down. Now, I don't really know what, after that, it's just kind of a free-for-all. But I do have this stuff called Photo Ready. Now, I don't know if you live your life like me, but I got a lot of people snapping pics, you know what I'm saying? Snapping pics. You got to be photo ready. You got to be ready. You never know when somebody might snap a camera around you. All right, photo ready. I couldn't be more ready. After that, I'm going to put on a little lipstick because I need a little pop of color. Oh, this is awesome. Look at this. This should be called like Barbie Malibu. Malibu, I don't. My mother bought this for me. My mother. I bought this. This is red. I'm gonna use it. Look at that. Oh. I bought it because it's super fancy and it has a sponge thing on the end. You can blend it in. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh. I tell you what. I was born on a Tuesday, but I'm looking like a baby born on a Friday. Am I right? Thank God nobody's here right now. Oh. Okay, now I'm going to brush my eyebrows. I'm not entirely sure why, but I read that girl on Scandal does it, so. And then I'm going to put a gel in there. Again, not sure why, but the president liked her. You like her a lot, so put that gel on. I'd say it makes a difference. Okay, now, next we have what I like to call eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is tricky, and you're probably never going to get it down as good as me because I use my fingers to put it on. But I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. Don't try this at home, y'all. Don't. Putting it on with your fingers and such. Only me and Kerry Washington can do this. Oh, only me and Kerry Washington. Now, as you can see, I buy a lot of nudes, neutral shades, because I'm a busy mom, and I never know when someone's going to throw up on me or spill a Gatorade on me. Those two things surprisingly happen a lot, and I have to always have a backup pair of clothes, and I usually do denims because I like to look like I'm fresh out of a cult. So here's the deal: if you are a busy mom, or perhaps you're in a cult, nudes are your friend. Neutrals are your friend. Because if you notice, a lot of cult members, they don't dress in the bright colors. And moms, middle-aged moms, we shouldn't either. So heed that warning, okay? So I'm looking and I'm like, what color is going to go with gray hair and vomit? I don't know. I'll just pick this one. Looks good. So we'll throw that up there. You know what? We should make a company where all of the colors are called something that have to do with being a mom. So like that color I just picked is called gray hair and vomit. Doesn't sound enticing, but we'd make a killing. All right, that's done. I want y'all to look at this. I don't know about y'all. Is it possible that I don't look as good as I think I do? It's not possible. Next, we have mascara. Now, this is tricky because mascara requires something of us that is a bit dangerous. It requires pulling in one of these fanciful mirrors that magnify everything. You got to use it to put on your mascara, but don't look too close. You know what I'm saying? If you look too close, especially on the magnifications, oh, sweet mother. If you look too close on the magnification side, what you inevitably do is you see, that your pores are not filled in by that fancy primer. That's what you see. I got pores I could serve a dip out of, okay? The second thing you notice is that those long hairs that are like a gravestone, they're just so strong and they're everywhere right here. They're not covered up. But that's okay because you went and got the expensive stuff at Walgreens. Don't be intimidated by what I spend on my makeup. Not everybody can do that. And I understand that. Not everybody can get this for $9. Don't be intimidated by me. All right. I got this at Walgreens. It's got a dent in the top because one day I tried to open it with my teeth. Because I'm classy. So what you're going to do is you're going to put on this mascara and you're going to hold your mouth down because it's a habit you learned when you were in the 9th grade and you've never been able to get over it. And your husband laughs at you. But it works. So go like this. And put on your mascara. Like so. Now here's the trick. You may say to me, Melissa, how does putting on mascara cover up those long hairs? I don't know. I don't know. It just does. Mascara is a miracle worker. And if you put on enough, it will cover up anything. How much? How much should you put on? A tube. How long should you make your eyelashes so that no one notices your chin hairs? 8 to 10 feet, give or take a foot. 8 to 10. Okay? Nobody's going to notice what's going on down here when there's so much going on up here. Distract them. All right. Now, as you can see, I've gotten a little bit of mascara on underneath my eye. Oh, that's all right. You just go like that. I want y'all to look at what happened. Before your eyes, I went from ashes to beauty. From Radke to Kardashian. From Tuesday at 6 a.m. to Friday at like 5:15ish. I may be 44 years old, but I'm going to tell y'all what. I don't look one day over 41. Not one day. We can do this. Busy moms. Cult followers. We can do this together. We can look ageless. Is it possible that I don't look as good as I think? The moral of this lesson is, it's highly possible.